Hi there. I'm Daniel Markham. My new book is called InfoOps. It's about information flow, getting the right information and only the right information to the people who need it and just when they need it. As part of that, I provided an open source analysis compiler, the first of its kind. It's called EasyAM. It's all about getting the most value for the least amount of work and complexity. Do you have to write something down for a new project? Why not use just Notepad? Here's an initial backlog and 10 lines of code. Here are the story cards that the compiler makes. Of course, they're not very complicated, but why do we want to make them very complicated? Let's say over lunch we have some questions. Why not just type the questions in the Notepad alongside the stories we just captured? Next time we run the compiler, then the questions show up on our story cards. There's even a master question list to look at all project questions at once. Don't like the way something looks? Change the CSS. This is a compiler. It's not yet another project tracking tool. You make the compiler do what you want it to do. Let's say your project gets bigger. You're going to need it to use a lot of high-level information. You want to make what's called a master model. Then your project items are children of your master model items. Things in the parent items automatically appear on the children items. You don't have to retype. There's no cut and paste. All the same concepts are described the same way no matter where they appear. And because it's source control, version control and good coding practices limit the amount of mess you can make. Need some kind of special process information? Points, ranking, assign owner, something like that? Well, just add in some user-defined tags wherever you want to put them. When the compiler runs, it outputs a CSV file with all of your tags. Would you like to have a sprint backlog with a bunch of tracking data? Just add it in. Just like all other compiler results, you can pipe this file to a Google spreadsheet or some other system. To keep it really simple, connect information pipes between other systems that do their own thing. Why use an analysis compiler for project tracking? That's silly. Why don't you use something like Trello? Set up a bidirectional feed back and forth to keep it all synchronized. Let the other tools do the thing that they do well. This isn't a project tracking tool. This is a switchboard for your project information. Let's say I wanted more organization around tests, outcomes, scenarios, and so forth. Well, I just add them right here in the story. And as part of the output, EasyAM creates Gherkin feature files. The files all have the acceptance criteria, notes, outcomes, and scenarios. I don't have to use these with a Cucumber-like tool. They're good enough just to use for acceptance criteria on my stories. You can use this in a single file configuration, or you can use it like code with multiple source files, shared files, version control, labeling. Because it's an open source and because it's a compiler, you just plug it into your build pipeline like anything else. The important thing isn't all the bells and whistles. The important thing is nothing is required. There's no minimal amount of information or structure. You only add in as much as you need and when you need it. Small single file projects or 10,000 line 40 team projects, technology teams control the way the information flows through the project, just like they control the information the code flows through the project. It's the same concept. You want to automate diagram generation or domain model or use case diagrams. You want to associate your funnel data with your business model. You want to move stuff around like you do code, say from a program to a team, or from a team to a call center and back. It's all part of the pipeline. Once you understand database normalization, you're able to store and use data in the most efficient manner possible. And just like data normalization, once you understand the concepts in InfoOps, you're able to organize and continuously pipe project information to people who need it in the most efficient manner possible. Good information flow always keeps you thinking about the problem you're trying to solve instead of some tool or some process. What we just went over, the EasyAM compiler, that's just one example of the efficiencies you can gain. The book shows you a lot more. If you're interested in simplifying your life, if you want to learn a better way to think about and organize project information, my book, InfoOps, can help. InfoOps, build the right thing. I'm Daniel Markham. Hope you enjoy reading the book.